Hello there. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Snips by Kelly. I'm Kelly and it's my favorite time of the month. It's time for a scrapbook layout share. I have 28 pages here of a really cute and bright scrapbooking collection called Meant to Be or Cute as Can Be. And I'm going to share tonight one paper theme 3 ways, 3 different levels, 3 different workshops, 3 different styles. Now, 2 of the workshops that I'm sharing tonight are created using the Meant to Be Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. And the Scrapbooking Workshop Kit comes with some place card holders, photo place card holders, this 12 by 12 sticker sheet that has larger titles and smaller titles, a couple hexagons, some cute little bees, and some great functional strips. It also comes with this multicolored punch out sheet where you can punch out die cut hearts and flowers of each color. It's kind of clever the way that they put those or inserted those flowers and those hearts inside the colors so that you would have some of every color. And you could actually cut this on vertical or horizontal strips. So if you wanted a multicolor stripe, you could, or some single ones. And then of course you get all of the cute little punch out flowers and hearts that you can do lots of things with. The Scrapbooking Workshop Kit comes with 4 additional pattern papers that are specialty patterns that are not found in any other paper pack, only in the Workshop Kit. It also comes with 6 sheets of pattern paper, so it's 3 double-sided patterns, 2 sheets each, and they're great, vibrant colors. And then it comes with some coordinating cardstock, and there is a coordinating stamp and die set as an option. I do use this tonight just on the in the Sparkle and Shine workshop, and it has these great layered hexagons, several sizes of bees, some layered titles, some individual flowers, and lots of different sentiments that you could use either as titles or you could of course use them on really cute cards. So it is a great set, and I did opt to add that to the 12-page Sparkle and Shine workshop that you're going to see tonight. And then the Simply Scrappin workshop, which is 10 pages, uses the Designer Series pattern paper, which is cute as can be, and then it uses some added cardstock and the little gold bee trinkets. Now you can see that the cute as can be Designer Series paper is not the same as the paper that comes in the Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. There's similarities and some that cross over, but you actually get more pattern paper in the Designer Series pattern paper pack. So 2 of the workshops, the workshop on the left, which is the Stampin Up 6-page scrapbooking workshop, and the one next to that, my Sparkle and Shine 12-page workshop, both use the Scrapbooking Workshop Kit as the base ingredient, and the Simply Scrappin 10-page uses the Designer Series pattern paper and sticker sheet as the base ingredient. Let's start with the 6-page Stampin Up Scrapbooking Workshop Kit that is designed by the company. 6 pages, 3 2-page layouts, and as you can see with this one, you've got that specialty paper in the background, and you've got a very simple design that has functional photo opportunities. On these layouts that are from the Scrapbooking Workshop Kit designed by the company, almost all the elements are flush. There's not a lot of popping up. There isn't any added bling. So you can see how you could very easily elevate these pages. You have a small square grid on the left and a large square grid on the right, and basically the added sticker elements and the punch outs. This one uses colored cardstock in the background, lots of layered strips or rectangles, and then some functional photo opportunities again that would be great with flip-flaps. Now let's move on to my Simply Scrappin workshop. So again, my Simply Scrappin workshop, my guarantee is that you don't need a Cricut, you don't need ink, stamps, dies, or a die cutter. So you can see a very linear pattern here. We've got strips going all the way across with vertical photos in a row. I did add some effects ephemera to this. I added the Something for Everything Mix and Match ephemera because the stickers were quite large on the sticker sheet and I needed some smaller bits. So you can see my little clusters of some of that mix and match ephemera paired with the stickers makes for a really cute layout and colorful. This one, again, very simple 1-inch strips at the bottom mounted on a gutted frame in the background, and then a large photo opportunity on the left page, and then regular size photo opportunities on the right page. And then you can see some of that added ephemera again, just to jazz it up, and lots of dovetailed banners on that left page. And then I even did strips of journaling down the regular strips as a spot to add that journaling. This next one I do have a full process video for, and I was showing how I could take a hexagon sticker from the sticker sheet, use it as a pattern, and create more hexagons for my workshop out of both cardstock and pattern paper. Since we're not using the Cricut and we're not using any dies or die cutting at all, I needed to be able to make more hexagon elements, and I love to make elements out of stickers. You can see that I've added the signature 4x4 flip flaps to extend the amount of photos that you can add to a workshop like this. So you can still have a decorative element, but get lots and lots of photo opportunities by adding flip flaps to any simple layout. I did do a little bit of a wonky play where I slanted the base pieces so that a little bit more of that petunia pop would show in the background. And so that was really playful and fun. This one, next one, is a very simple design. So again, you have your 3 photos on the left, 2 larger photos on the right, cutting a larger square on a diagonal and putting those 2 together as the foundation for the right page, and tucking a few strips in there, adding my journaling onto the left in strips, and then adding that title on that front of the left page, and just decorating that with a couple little tiny pieces of ephemera, a couple of those fussy cut hexagons again that I cut out of that sticker pattern, and super simple, just really easy to put together. This one, again, still part of the Simply Scrappin workshop. I have a little bit of a quilt pattern on the left, so cutting apart a basic squares into triangles and then patchworking those together. I did back the title with some black cardstock just so that it would pop up a little bit more and it wouldn't blend into the background. Added my journaling, some tiny pieces of ephemera, some stickers from the sticker sheets and a sheet, and some large photo opportunities on a basic square grid on the right. Now let's move on to the Sparkle and Shine. So much fun. All of these workshops, I had so much fun with these bright colors, but I added an oversized lime wedge from the Cricut and some lemons and daisies, and then I paired that with the stickers on the sticker sheet and the punch outs. And I thought it was a really fun play to add that lemon wedge on the bottom instead of just your basic circle. And I really love that colorful checkered background. This next one, I used the hexagon dies from the Meant to Be die set, Stampin' die set. So I was able to add the outer ring and the inner hexagon. I popped the inner hexagon up with foam tape and then placed the whole hexagon onto a stitched Cricut hexagon. I added the Cricut sun and backed it with pattern paper. I did emboss some Cricut clouds with the hexagon embossing folder, added some daffodil ink in the background and splattered on top of that with some black ink, and then did some playful bee squiggles using that Meant to Be stamp set in the background. Just a little bit of a fun play on the bees again. This next one is so simple and so soft, and it just really ended up being one of my favorites out of the whole Sparkle Sparkle and Shine set. So I didn't have a lot of longer strips left at this point in the workshop. So you can see that they're not even full strips. I just used smaller pieces of pattern paper to make it look like they were longer strips, did some doodling on the edges of those with a black lip pen, added some Cricut daisies, made the bees out of the meant to be stamp and die set. I did add a tiny bit of vellum behind the wings of those bees, and of course added some of those gold bee trinkets. I did add bee trinkets to all of the Sparkle and Shine layouts. I think also to the Simply Scrappin layouts as well. This next one is the one, I usually have one layout in a series of 12 pages that's a little bit more over the top with Cricut cuts. So I made some white Cricut honeycombs and backed those with our double-sided cardstock, our two-tone cardstock. So there's a light side of Daffodil Delight and a true side of Daffodil Delight. And then I also used some of that Daffodil Delight specialty paper behind the honeycombs. It was super easy to do. I just punched 1-inch circles out and quickly put those on the back to make an overlay and added the Cricut hive and the funny title on there just for a little bit of playful fun. Another one here that turned out to be one of my favorites with just some odd shaped strips that were left over and rectangles that were left over, and then creating that little center piece in there by putting the paper strips on the outer edge, so that left some space for a stamped title, some stamped bees, some stamped squiggly lines, and then I also stamped some extra words over on the right, love this life. And then I used a blending brush and blended some Petunia Pop ink over some spots and some daffodil ink over some spots, and then added those Cricut daisies and then rubbed those with the blending brush as well with a little bit of that daffodil ink. Again, this one turned out to be another one of my favorites, just basic dovetailed banners underneath a scalloped border, added the honey jar and the sweet title with some lemons, and decorated again with the stickers and the punch out dies. So let's take a quick walk through all of those again, so you could take some screenshots or just take a look at them as a whole. So I'm starting again with the 6-page Stampin' Up Scrapbooking Workshop. And then I'm moving into the 10-page Simply Scrappin workshop that I created out of the Cute as Can Be Designer Series pattern paper and sticker sheet. And all of these workshops will be on my blog within a couple of days. So if you go to my website, www.snipsbykelly.com, and you go to the blog portion, you'll be able to see all the details, all the full color photos of each layout, a full supply list, and all of the options in how you can get my workshop guide and create these workshops yourself. Of course, you can just use these as inspiration and create your own, but if you'd like a little bit more help with a full cut guide with full color photos and instructions, you can find that at my website and on the blog portion. And so it usually takes me a couple days once I've completed my workshops to get them up on the blog, and then all of my contact information and how you get to the blog is linked in the description, and any of these pages that have full process videos are also linked in the description, as well as the supply list. So now we're moving on to the 12-page Sparkle and Shine. So much fun with these pages. I was kind of surprised at just how bold and bright and fun they were. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to be doing with these pages, but I obviously used the Simply Scrappin for one of my granddaughters had a pool party birthday party. I used some of them for a trip to an old-fashioned ice cream shop called the Purple Cow. I used some of those for another another summer birthday party and some goofy golf pictures of me and the grandkids doing mini golf. And then I have plans for the Sparkle and Shine. I think I'm going to use them for some Disney photos. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, the notifications bell, and shoot me a comment and tell me which layouts were your favorite. And definitely come back soon for more right here on Snips by Kelly.